Good morning. Got up at the wee hours. Got up about 4:45. Wanted to make an early day of it. 120-ish miles to Kingfisher Bay today, with 4 locks, I believe, to get through. And believe it or not, Mr. Hat is making nice pace. He came into the same marina as I did last night, and that's his bow thruster you hear there. But anyway, he's going to make it to the same destination I am today. He runs at a pretty good clip. He runs about 12 knot, which is pretty good. Great morning. Look at that glass. Woohoo! It's very, very quiet here. Very quiet. That's what you call... Here, I'm going to turn real quick. Well, no, I'm not. That is what you call a whisper of fog. Well, I had to bust out the rash guards. I told you there were strange sounds in here. Anyway, I had to bust out the rash guards leggings because the sun is already getting kind of intense, and I could feel a slight redness or burn going. And try as I might with the sunscreen, my legs just needed a break. So I'm such a fashion king, I guess, huh? Maybe not. It's so quiet out here. Man, just think. What if my cell phone didn't work, or, I had troubles and needed to make a phone call? Well, what do we have here? Oh, phone booth. Perfect. Why did the squirrel cross the river? Hopefully it's not to be eaten. That's pretty brave there. While I'm waiting here at Heflin Lock, I thought it might be a good time to talk about my tablet. So this thing is kind of a special tablet. Most tablets, Android tablets, especially, and iPads, I imagine, when they're left in the sun like that to just bake, and bright screen on, full power, they will overheat. And then they'll just shut down. And so this tablet is, I found it on the internet. It's from a company called Sailproof out of Belgium. And they have designed this tablet so that it can hit very high temperatures, and even at full screen. And the screen is actually even bright. So that's in sunlight there. It's just super bright and high contrast, and waterproof. It's rugged, got a real thick case to it, and everything's, all the ports are all sealed, and so all that's super nice. Was having a little bit of connectivity troubles. I thought it was me, but I think I was just comparing it to my phone, and I think the phone has a slightly better antenna in it. But nonetheless, this thing is awesome, especially when I'm sitting here waiting. I can quickly switch over to Facebook or Messenger, look at my spreadsheet, and just quickly kind of go through and catch up on some messages and text family, etc. So it's great to be able to do that super quick. The one bad thing is it's only got a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's good for about maybe 3 or 4 hours. I do have a spare battery, but changing that out is a pain in the butt, shuts down all your apps, so I just keep a charger running off of a little battery here. And yep, that thing will stay right there the whole time while I'm riding. If I'm riding hard enough where that thing's bouncing out, then I'm riding too hard. So anyway, just for those that were curious about the tablet, that thing's just been perfect. And sitting right next to the Garmin unit, acts as a backup. And there have been times when one of them's been off. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that map does not look right, or whichever one. And so having the other one to sanity check, okay, yeah, it's just not updating or refreshing for the moment. So having two of them is pretty nice. See that? There's like perspiration on this bottle of water. You know how that's possible? Because it's cold. These guys are going to be looping here come I think next fall, they said, and they weighed me down. They're like, hey, you want a cold bottle of water? I'm like, oh yeah, I do. So pretty cool chatting with folks like that. Thanks for the water. Another good day ride, about 120 miles through the locks there. Down here right now, I am in Demopolis, Alabama, and this is kind of the last civilization stop until I get down to Mobile. So very cool. I got some stories to tell. So here's my cool story. So several nights ago, I was in Clifton Marina, and I'd gotten in there early, so I had already had a few drinks and already ate, and was kind of doing some video and other editing and catching up on messages. And anyway, this group of 6-7 people came in, and they saw the ski, and they came in to eat supper, but they were like, no way. And anyway, so David Jackson was one of the people there, and along with the other group. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not that great with names, but I sat with those guys for a good hour, just chatting it up and asking. They were asking questions. But so David, he yells across the table. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy your gas." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool." And he gave me his phone number. So the next night I go and reach out to him, and he wasn't available. Kind of went to voicemail, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, drinking, and maybe it's just a story. Well, the next day he texts me back, and he says, no, I'm serious. I want to buy your gas. And so here I am in where am I at? Demopolis, Alabama. And so I text him back. I'm like, all right, dude, are you sure you he's like, yeah. And his story is that he's retired. He's thought about, doing certainly legs of the loop or different parts, but, is to do it on a jet ski, he thought would just be wicked cool. But his body's probably just not quite able to do it, and he's living vicariously basically through what I'm doing, and just really wanted to reach out and help me out and kind of participate in the way he could. So he bought my gas, and it was $175. So special thanks, David. Really super appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I certainly didn't have to, but I think I can put myself in your shoes, and so just know that it was really appreciated, and I'll be thinking about it for a long time. You and the rest of the gang. So great to meet you guys. Thank you. See, now I thought Dollar Generals were kind of like, you know, mostly open like 12 hours a day or something like that, but this one decides that nope, they're gonna shut their doors from like 10 a.m. till 6:30. Well, here I sit in the shade waiting for another 5 minutes for Dollar General to open. Got to get more Gatorade and some snacks. Going into Bayou country, so want to have a little bit of extra food along with me. Feed the gators.